So let us discuss the food at Prime Steakhouse. Older ships seem to have a distinct name for their steakhouse. I know newer ships for Carnival will be 555 Fahrenheit, but older ship, a lot of them have a distinct name unless they convert it to 555 Fahrenheit. So let us discuss what I had for my appetizer. So you get an appetizer. Usually if you get an appetizer and the next one is a salad, that is okay. You get an entree and you get a dessert. So I had the main lobster bisque. I love lobster bisque. I asked for a little bit of cracked black pepper. It was delicious. It was warm. It was just very comforting. I liked this lobster bisque. The only thing, I feel like it should have had more lobster. It is a steakhouse. They do surf and turf, so they have lobster. It wasn't enough for me. I gave it a 4 out of 5, but I thought that it was a good lobster bisque. I decided also to have a salad, and the salad I had was the baby leaf spinach and fresh mushrooms. It came with blue cheese dressing, warm bacon bits, sliced mushrooms, and walnut bread curls. Initially, I thought that it may have been a little overdressed, maybe too much dressing on the greens. But then when I had it with the walnut bread curls, it made sense because the walnut bread curls didn't have any dressing. I wouldn't say it's dry, but it's a bread curl. And so I think that the dressing really complemented being able to eat the walnut bread curls. I thought that this was a delicious salad. I like the salad, the saltiness from the bacon bits, the tartness from the blue cheese dressing, the earthiness of the sliced mushrooms, kind of all blended together. And I thought it was also another 4 out of 5. I would much rather this than having just a plain Caesar salad. So 4 out of 5, I like that salad. Then I went on to the entree. The entree I decided to have was the lamb chops, and it came with potatoes. And then I had a side of also onion rings. So I liked the onion rings. It was not too greasy. It was flavorful enough. I've had better onion rings, but flavorful enough. So I think that I would give that a 3.5 out of 5. It was crunchy, but I've had a little bit more flavorful onion rings than that. The lamb chops, I had it medium. And with it being medium instead of medium well done, I felt that it was a little bit more fatty than I usually would have lamb chops, but they gave you so much. It was a filling meal. The potatoes were seasoned, and the juice or the sauce that came with the lamb chops was so delicious. So even if the lamb chops was lacking a little bit in salt, which it wasn't, I thought it was salty enough. That had so much seasoning and flavor in the sauce that comes with it. I did also have a red wine sauce on the side. I tasted it. That brought an element of sweetness to the lamb chops. And I also had another honey mustard sauce as well. And so I thought that it was a good dish. It was so filling though. I could not eat all of it. I would give it a 4 out of 5. Just because some parts of it was a little fatty to me. It was flavorful. Would I try it again? Yes, I would try it again. So I would give that a 4 out of 5. Because the meal was so filling, once again, I decided just to do something light for dessert. So they had a passion fruit sherbet. So delicious. The passion fruit sherbet was great, flavorful, it was sweet, but yet had an element of tartness to it as well. And so those two flavors really played off on each other for a delicious light dessert. If you wanted to, you could have done something more. If you desire something with chocolate, maybe the apple tart. Initially, it was going for the apple tart, but I decided for the sherbet. So the sherbet, I think, was good for what it was. So once again, I would give it a 4 out of 5. I wish they had more than one flavor. I love it when I have like a trio of different flavors of sherbet or sorbet, and so it was just that one flavor of passion fruit. That was my review of Prime Steakhouse. I would definitely go there again. I had a great meal. I enjoyed my waitresses. They were very friendly. They were very nice, accommodating. They always checked up on me and made sure that everything was okay. And we were talking, and it was just a great experience. It's not a big restaurant, so I am sure that if it was busy at times, it can probably really book up very quickly. So if you come on Carnival Magic and you want to go to the steakhouse, make sure you book it, because it can book very quickly because it's not a huge steakhouse. Travelers, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. Click on the notification bell to be informed of future posts. It will greatly help my channel. And for those returning subscribers, thank you so much for supporting the way that you do. And until next time, happy travels.